When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Off play action. That's caught. It's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Georgia's offense will take the field for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. You can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They're the new number 1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? They haven't been number 1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a stop.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave.
Breaks free in the middle. Pass the tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown. this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch, it's Bell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really, really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown Bulldogs. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pull it down at the 45 on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Skips away from pressure. Unleashes one deep. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Reese. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Shapen. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the defense gives up the first down, and oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Booth. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. It's caught. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. Right back to the well. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Buys a little time. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Snap in the shotgun. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. And that is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. That's reeled in. It's Allen. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And the returner is stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. The screen, and watch out! And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Stockton, looking to scramble. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Branch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Dogs will have it first and 10. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. There he goes. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. The Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw. With the catch, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Throws to the tight end. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to UNLV. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball,
turning it on. Boom, another broken tackle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
what a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Wants to throw. It's Shapen. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today.
Encroachment defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab on the left. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Bell. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Stockton. They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Rides the back on the option, the give. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, Let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all
breaks into the open. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Mississippi State right back to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They move the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Booth. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They go to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Dell. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Keeps looking downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. To the air, it's Stockton. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Big fella moving. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
To the air, it's Shapen. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. To the air on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great place to start for this offense. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. He'll run it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And off from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's running free down the middle. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. To the air, it's Shapen. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Great job by the defense there. They were ready in a two-point situation to defend the pass. They did so, and the offense now comes away with 6 points on the drive.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They're dealing with a second and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They booted away on fourth down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news... drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to